start, we have thrown out the old intro because we hated it. We only used it for 2 episodes, so I think that's fine. I'm Alex, that's Kaisa, and today we're going to be talking about some crazy ass monarchs because I watched a video and got weirdly intrigued by a psychopath, and also Traitors reunion. And Kaisa's going to start because I have
I
too
will
much
start.
energy.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of an unhinged episode today. So,
Daylight savings has kicked my ass
Sunday
hard.
and daylight savings. Gotta love it.
Good
Um,
times.
I am covering Olga of Kiev. Kiev.
I'm also on fire, but continue.
What? This
Don't mind me. The ADD is just strong right now.
I just love the name Olga, first of all.
I love that
Olga.
you're Olga.
Olga.
That's a good name for you.
For me?
Or like a cat.
Me or a cat, or me as a cat, maybe.
I have not taken any drugs. I don't drink alcohol, so this is just a kind of a
We're just
great
here
time.
for it. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Continue. I'm gonna
So,
turn my mic off so
okay.
you can go.
This is this takes place during the 10th century, in a place called Kievan Rus, which is now Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus. Kievan Rus, if I'm saying that correctly, I looked everywhere, I could not find it, was a loose federation of tribes with shared pagan culture, um, named after Olga's father-in-law. Some historians think that they came from Nordic tribes, and others say Slavic. It's kind of unclear. So, Princess Olga was born in 900 CE. Oh,
She
yeah.
was a
Oh, yeah.
princess too?
And for the first 45 years of her life, she was pretty chill vibes. But she married, okay, she married
I love
Igor.
pretty chill
Olga
vibes.
and Igor. Like, I mean, perfect.
Wait. Wait, I love that. Also,
Yes,
it just reminded me of our Young
exactly.
Frankenstein like moment.
Igor.
Yes,
Um,
that was fair. Igor.
and so they got married and had a son. By the mid 10th century, Kievan Rus was expanding that I don't know what it's called, like a group. Um, so yeah, a group of people, they were expanding into take over like land from these people called the Drevlians. I feel like I'm in Lord of the Rings or something, but it's fine. Um, they had so the Drevlians had paid tribute, basically paying protection money to Igor, uh, to live there. But they were pretty resentful about them taking the land. So get ready for this shit.
So,
It's
okay,
pretty
I
gross.
am buckled in while standing.
So Igor, eager to reclaim his tribute and his respect, he like went over to the Drevlian capital, and they did not welcome him very well. They actually took 4 birch trees, bent them over, tied his limbs to each one, and let them go. And guess what happened? He got ripped into pieces. So,
That's fucking nuts.
it's pretty violent. So, let me get to Olga's wild behavior.
Yeah, I want to hear what she did. So he is now like the knight in Monty Python and the
He's
Holy
got a flesh
Grail with
wound.
flesh wounds and has no
Blood
more
just,
limbs.
yeah.
Yes,
Um,
he's done.
making jokes about dead people. So, obviously, that was her husband, Olga, and she's pissed. So,
She's
what does she
pissed.
do?
So,
She's
something is
pissed.
so wrong with me. I'm sorry. Continue.
Um, so the Drevlians thought they could smooth things over by sending messengers over to Olga, asking her to marry their prince.
So sorry we pulled apart your husband.
Exactly.
You want to marry this guy?
I'm actually like obsessed with your narration of this.
I'm I'm
That's
treating this
what's
like an episode of
happening
Drunk
anyway.
History right
It's
now
fine.
because that's how I feel.
Um, she played it cool. She welcomed them in. She acted like she was fine with it. And then she buried them alive. That's the least of what she has done. So let me just keep going. Olga decided to step it up. She sent her own messengers to the Drevlians. I can't say that word, guys. She had a simple request: send their best men to negotiate with her. When they showed up, guess what she did? She gathered them in a bathhouse and then burned them alive. She's a
What the
badass
fuck?
bitch.
I love us
Me
not looking
too.
up the other
Me
person's
too.
to
And I was
like
gonna cover some boring
topic.
dude. This is way more gross.
Ew,
So there's
gross.
another stage of her insanity. Um, I guess it's revenge. Um, Olga sent another message to the Drevlians saying, I'm coming to your city to hold a funeral feast for my late husband that you fucking murdered. And stop. And so they actually threw a big party ready to welcome her in her grief. This is so chaotic. The like
Is
it
this gonna get some
is.
Game of Thrones Red Wedding
Okay,
shit right now?
so what
Yes.
happened
Okay.
when her men showed up with her? They actually did the same thing. They got them all drunk in a bathhouse, locked the doors, and burned them alive. And that was 5,000 people, apparently, allegedly.
What the? And okay, so the bathhouse I was picturing was a
Yeah, I don't
lot
know.
smaller.
The big, like,
So this
Russian
is
bath.
this is interesting.
Um, she was not done. She gathered an army and fought them for a year. Um, she starved a lot of them out. She did offer them peace at the end with one condition. She said, for a tribute, please, every household send me 3 pigeons. So they sent their pigeons
Pigeons.
flying over to her.
So people just kept pigeons?
Yeah, it's all like probably dramatized quite a bit, but
This is like the 11th century, so I'm sure. Oh, like carrier
carrier
pigeons.
pigeons, yes. Like so they flew to her.
Now we
And
know.
then let me just tell you what happened. What did she do?
Sorry, please
What
continue.
what did she do? She tied like lighter fluid pieces of cloth to every pigeon, and then they all flew back into the households and lit the houses on fire.
That's dark.
Isn't it? It's
That's,
crazy.
I don't like to say this often, but that's fucked up.
It is. Olga was pissed. She
Yeah.
went hard. So kind of crazy. Like her whole life was about revenge, basically. Um, she was actually a pagan, but then she later converted to Christianity, receiving baptism. And when she died, she was later recognized by the church. Uh, let's see.
Please tell me she was like sainted.
Yeah, yeah,
Shut up.
she was sainted. Yep.
Wow.
So
Okay, I
like
did not see that
Christianity
coming,
is about
honestly.
like forgiveness, right? Not,
Girl, I
burning.
don't remember. I slept through that shit.
I don't know. I think it's funny.
We said this last week. There's a lot of problems with religion.
I mean, they're celebrating a badass bitch. So what
Yes.
kind of fucked up bitch, but
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I did not see the whole sainted thing
I
coming after
know.
she killed that many
Pretty
people
crazy.
out of
She didn't
revenge.
know she
Like,
was sainted. She was dead.
yeah. So would that can all be considered like crimes of passion?
Yeah,
Revenge is so
I would think
interesting.
so. Yeah, crimes of passion. She's also like probably felt very powerful.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yes.
I mean, I don't condone this kind of behavior, but I'm sure that she had her reasons,
There's fish.
like them pulling her husband apart.
That's fucked. It's all very fucked up.
Oh, very fucked up. You wanted to talk about fucked up some more?
Yes.
Great. That was my segue. All
Go.
right. So this is the one that got me interested in this topic is Elizabeth Bathory, often called the Blood Countess. So, I mean, obviously had to cover. So she was born in 1560 to one of the most powerful royal families in the Kingdom of Hungary. She was raised in wealth and privilege, receiving education, which was very uncommon for women at the time. She was literate, crazy, I know, and spoke multiple languages. Rumors suggest she witnessed brutal punishments of servants and peasants as a child, which potentially normalized violence for her. How lovely. And we all know through therapy that can be accurate. Her uncle was the king of Poland and her cousin was the prince of Transylvania, which by the way, I did not realize was a real place.
Pennsylvania.
I thought that was made up. Uh, and at the age of 11, she was betrothed to Fenerick. I cannot pronounce his last name. I will butcher it. Who was a high-ranking noble and military leader, and they married when she was 15. Uh, I know. He was often away at war, which left Elizabeth at home to manage family estates, Masset, the castle, and which is in present-day Slovakia, and you can go visit. During his absences, she ruled with absolute authority, overseeing servants, business deals, and even local judicial matters. Now we get into her alleged crimes. And it might sound familiar because she inspired some characters on television. So, yes, she was accused of torturing and killing between 80 and 650 young
Big range.
girls. Yeah, well, so the 650 is based on a rumored diary that was never found. But the victims were initially servant girls, but then later became noble daughters sent for etiquette training and then started disappearing. Her torture methods, which were witnessed by multiple accounts, claimed that she burned the girls with hot iron rods, beat them with clubs, poured freezing water over them in winter until they froze to death, and bit chunks of flesh from their faces and shoulders.
What the fuck? Why is she
Yeah.
biting people? Is she
Okay.
rabid? Like, what's happening?
This this is why. Okay, hold on. But also, so there's also reports that she used scissors to slice open the bodies and needles to pierce the lips and fingernails and starve the victims in dungeons. So the whole reason why is the bloodbath myth, which is that she bathed in the blood of these virgins to preserve her youth. Even though there's no real historical evidence of this, the first mention of this legend was 100 years after her passing.
I'm just thinking of the blood facials and the Kardashians.
Right. The vampire facials,
Yeah,
yes.
vampire facials. Ugh.
Those freak me out. Even though they like take your blood and they put it like pump it through a machine,
Ew.
absolutely not. So she was finally stopped because she had a ton of powerful enemies, and rumors of the disappearances reached King Matthias II. And so in 1610, they sent a nobleman to uh, investigate what was going on. And his men raided her castle, finding mutilated bodies and imprisoned girls. So there were over 300 witnesses who testified against her. Four of her closest servants, also considered her accomplices, were executed. Two were burned alive, and two were beheaded. Elizabeth, because she was a noble woman, was never formally tried or convicted, but sentenced to permanent house arrest. Like,
That's some fucking
okay,
privilege.
that's some Martha
Bitch.
Stewart shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then she was bricked in her own castle, though, with only a small slit for food and air. She died in 1614 after 4 years of isolation. So, could we really consider her a serial killer? I'd say so. Uh,
Yeah.
that was like the next question that came down after I wrote all this stuff. I was like, but was she?
Yeah.
Yes, she was. Um, a lot of people do suggest, though, that she may have just been a victim of a smear campaign because so many powerful women throughout history had also been demonized. And her punishment could suggest a compromise to seize her land without making a martyr of her.
I love how both of our stories had bathing or bathhouses and baths.
Some type of bath situation. Yours, people were getting lit on fire. Mine, she was just
Blood.
bathing in people's
Yeah.
blood. Typical stuff.
Normal. Yeah.
Pretty normal. That's normal behavior.
Oh,
Um,
beautiful.
do you, I have no segue for this, so if you have one, please
Well,
just,
something about traders.
I thought, no, you need to
Oh.
show the beverage.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Dear Lord, it's like, come on.
Your girl's
How?
having a day. I am getting over strep throat, so
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, that was really mean.
I'm
I
mentally a
apologize.
little bit wackadoo. Okay, so we were speaking about basically royalty. This is called Royal Rain. It's a cute little drink. I use the unicorn glass again. Um, this is bourbon, blackberry liqueur, fresh lemon juice, honey syrup, dashes of bitter, and a sprig of rosemary. And this is from our garden, so it feels special.
I love when you use stuff from your garden. That like actually warms my heart so much
You
because
know,
I
it's
don't have
limited.
tons.
We have limited ingredients. But yes, beautiful. Very
It is. I also want to tell you before we move to the next one. Every time you show a glass, I wonder if it's one you've taken.
pursed it.
Yes. And my Pilates instructor today said her favorite line from any episode of ours is purse it.
I got that from Dane. He came up with that.
That makes me sad.
Purse it. Or
Purse it.
someone
Well,
did. Someone
tell
related to
Dane
Dane.
thanks.
But yeah, I try to purse little glasses all the time and he tells me not to, but I'm going to.
Rude.
It's like they don't need them all. Come on.
I know. That's fine. That's what a kitchen surplus store is for.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
A different kind of royalty. Traitors.
Traders.
I don't know why my voice went up that high. I am 34 years old, not 20.
Traders.
Traitors.
Um,
Yeah.
I didn't,
Where do you want to go with
so
this?
how did you feel about the ending, I guess?
I had multiple feels because I'm working on that in real life. I'm kind of happy Faithful's won.
Yeah.
I'm very happy Dolores was a part of that because I love me some Dolo.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and Gabby,
Gabby.
obviously,
Yeah.
the queen of all of our existences right
Gaggy.
now.
They should have gotten
Uh,
Ivor off.
I know.
Ivor? That's his name, right?
Yeah,
He is
I'm pretty.
already rich as fuck and he is boring as fuck. So,
But does it make you wonder, like, if you're that rich, why are you doing a TV show, like a competition show,
yeah.
where you
Or
win money?
boredom, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't
Who
know.
knows? I thought the reunion was spicy as fuck.
Bob, the drag queen, was so funny.
When he said, what did he say? He said to Dorinda Medley, I don't like, I am like read my mind. I am the star of every show I'm
Yeah.
on. I don't need to like put you down to lift myself up.
Yeah, that was badass.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I just saw that on like a random quote on my FYP on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like we lift each other up, not put each other down.
I was dying about how actually pissed Dorinda was.
Yeah, wait, what about how Bob was like, um, I paused for you, now you pause for me, and Andy goes, she doesn't like to be put on
Yeah,
pause.
I laughed so hard.
I was like,
That
yes,
was
what
a
a
great
reference.
line. That was great.
Yes. Um, how do you feel about, I guess this is kind of random, Andy Cohen hosting the reunion and not Alan?
It was it was a little weird, but I found it really funny that like not many of these people have done a reunion and it was very like I don't know, we needed someone who's on top of it and how to keep asking those questions and he's quick.
And he gets
He gets
sassy
sassy and he's quick.
and petty,
Yeah.
which is kind of hilarious to watch. Um, I love that Boston Rob and Sierra finally got their veal parm lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute.
Very cute.
Um,
Also, Boston Rob
yeah.
was really hot as a young guy.
Yeah,
I
right?
forgot. Like,
I forgot too. I was like, wait, is this like a mirage
like
or
he
something?
looks totally different.
I remember watching that his like first season of
Same.
Survivor too. Maybe it just like didn't click
Yeah.
then.
And I don't know, he annoys me now. So,
Yeah. I still love him
yeah.
though. It's just like you can't hate
He
Boston
just
Rob.
is so like, I don't know, he puts people in a trap.
He is a legend at this
Yeah.
stuff. Like he dominates any kind of game where there's some kind of like manipulation strategy
I think they talked about it,
and
like
everything.
he was so clearly a traitor and somehow
Oh yeah.
still got everyone.
Still got
Like,
through.
yeah.
I know. I'm surprised. And I mean, the only reason Bob, the drag queen, went home is because he was first saying, like, well, you guys have thought like me and Boston Rob were traitors. And Boston Rob was like, fuck that, you're out. Like,
Yeah.
see ya. I don't know.
Wowza.
It was, but like, what did you think of the season as a whole? Because now this is the third one.
I
You've
loved it.
watched all three.
Yeah, I loved it. I
Yeah.
thought it was fast paced. Like the second one was boring, I think. Or maybe it was the first one.
What did you think of them bringing Kate Chastain and Parvati back on for the chess episode? By the way, also they totally ripped off Harry
I
Potter.
know, I was thinking Harry Potter that whole time. Um, yeah, I don't know. They didn't get much like screen time, so it was a little bit.
Yeah, they made it seem that it was going to be like a lot more
Hmm. It was just them walking in and sitting and watching, and then like some light commentary, and then leaving.
little
Yeah.
quips. Yeah, it was like I didn't pay for this.
But overall, I think like the competitions were really fun. Like I don't know, everyone was really entertaining. Tom Sandoval was so entertaining. I hate to say
I can't believe they allowed him back on TV.
I know.
Fucking dick. Yeah, and what I thought was interesting was the fact that they really only spent a second talking about how Danielle said that she swore on her grandchildren that she wasn't a traitor,
Yeah,
and she was. It's probably not a good look. I mean, it's definitely not a good look.
it's not a good look. One
So,
petty comment of the day.
you have one?
Every single one of those women did not know how to adjust their boobies to be in their dresses. They were just like squished
Dear
in
God.
weird ways.
They all
So
tried their best.
they tried.
I mean, I'm in a sweatshirt, so I really can't comment.
Yeah, I'm
So,
sure my boobs are everywhere, but like, you know,
I'm sure my boobs are tits over your shoulder. Like,
just swinging.
just-
Gross.
dear Lord.
Um,
Welcome to your mid-30s. It's a great time.
yeah, get ready. The reunion was really entertaining for me, I think. The end was a little boring, but yeah, like Bob was so funny.
Yeah, I also loved his dress was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Stunning. Loved
Gorgeous.
it. No issues. Everyone else. I did like Dolores's tartan portion.
Yeah. Mhm.
Thought that was nice. And I liked Bob Harper's kilt.
Bob Harper was so funny when he was like, Andy, this is so crazy. Like, because he had never been to a reunion thing before. Like, and it was chaos, and he was loving it. It was so fun.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved the whole thing. It
Hmm.
was a great season. Do you have any thoughts on like what they could possibly like? Because now the game is kind of understood. Do you think they're gonna have to add like a ton more twists or something in order to make the next season that much better, or to like throw people off?
Yeah, I don't know. Part of me is like, what if we did a season of all just strangers and not celebrities? And like, how would that go? It might be boring. Who knows? Or,
Oh, they do that with like my sister, God love her, she still watches like The Challenge on MTV.
Hmm.
Do you remember? That's what like CT and Wes and all them are from. Still watches it. And there's people who are like now going, and it's same thing with Survivor. Like people who were super fans of the show are now going on and being like, I know the game, I know how to play it, like all this stuff. It's the same thing with Drag Race, you know?
Yeah.
Like a queen will come on and be like, I've watched every season multiple times, I know how to play this. And then they're usually like the first one or two, like first or second person out,
Yeah.
you know?
Hmm.
Like, how good is your strategy then?
Yeah.
Bad. But I don't know. I think as long as Alan's there and his dog, I'm
Yeah,
happy.
same. Same. And I
Lola's outfits were incredible.
so good. Obsessed.
Yes. Also, love that she's a rescue.
Yeah. And she's just so chill.
Just made
Um,
eye contact with mine. Not good.
Boring.
Hey, buddy.
Oh. I do like the celebrity aspect of it because they all have like reputations, and that comes into play with like if they think they're traitors or not and the
For
strategies.
sure. I think yeah, like, I mean, the first strategy to really come out this season was let's knock off all the housewives
Yeah.
because last season they did really well.
Hmm.
Which I mean, Dolores still did,
Hmm.
but like it was Dorinda, then Chanel, and then Robin sometime later. But like, was there another one? No, there was only four.
I think so, yeah.
Unless I just really didn't like one and I forgot. I think there was only four. But they like knocked him out.
Hmm.
So
I'm just
interesting strategy.
so happy. Gaggy. Gaggy.
I love Gabby. I also really love the fact that when she did her one-on-one with Alan and he was like, what would you do with the money? She's like, this would be amazing. I'd like, hopefully I'd marry my girlfriend.
And then
She
she
did.
did. Yeah. Cute.
Love it.
Super cute.
Gotta love love when
Love,
it
love.
happens to good people.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yep.
We'll see what comes next season.
Thank you for doing that. I didn't know how long keep doing other things. Stunning. Yes.
Stunning.
Hopefully we get another season, which I'm sure we did, because Alan Cumming also knocked RuPaul out of like his consecutive wins as best reality TV host. So, and like, who doesn't love Alan Cumming?
Yeah. Wait, can
Played the most
RuPaul be on the
incredible,
next season, please?
right? Or like
I
Michelle.
think like there's a certain level of diva that won't do it because they have to like stay up.
Maybe Monet Exchange will go on because now Bob did it.
Maybe. Yeah. That would be
Bob.
funny.
All I know is I rewatched Josie and the Pussycats 2 weekends ago, and it was worth it to see Alan Cumming as a music manager and then killing pop stars that were figuring out the capitalism portion. Still holds up. I thought it was great.
Great. I need to rewatch.
Love it. 2001.
Excuse me.
What a time. Oh, bless.
Excuse me. Oh,
You
you
okay?
quick shot.
Oh. Yeah, let's do it.
That was my transition.
Yeah.
Um, you go first. You asked me first.
Okay. I feel like you're gonna hate me
Why is it
or
gonna
kill me.
be thinking questions?
They're all kind of thinking.
I'm here for it. Let's do it.
And one I'm debating I shouldn't ask, but I probably will anyways because I want your
I'm
response.
scared.
Okay. So, what is one phrase you use that tells people how old you are?
That's really cool. I feel like I say that all the time.
It's really cool.
Yeah, and I feel like
Like that
make
because you live in Southern California and you think you're so
that's
cool.
really cool.
That's really cool.
I don't know. I'm sure there are way more.
I thought you were going to throw out like a movie quote or something.
Oh, I don't really throw out movie quotes all the time. Only um who throws a cupcake?
That's that's a
From
bit
Gold
dated.
Member. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
works. I use help is on the way, dear, all
Help
the
is
time
on
for
the
Mrs.
way,
Doubtfire when I'm late to get
dear.
somewhere.
I love. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a good time. What is one topic you'd like to never talk about again?
Vomiting.
Ew. Okay, yeah, migraine. It's not
Because
even.
I have a gag reflex that's insane that I can't handle like anyone else gagging or talking about puke in depth,
Uh-huh.
I will vomit.
I will not make a joke. What is your
Oh,
favorite conspiracy theory?
I know what you're. Um, whew, this is tough. This is really hard. It's probably something about aliens and like underground armies in the middle of the desert where they're like testing aliens.
Like Area 51.
Yeah, stuff like
Okay,
that.
I'm into it. I like it.
I
I
love
like
that
it.
stuff. Yeah.
What do you think is the reason why you love true crime so much?
So I'm mentally ill.
We're all going to RFK Jr.'s camp.
Yeah.
That's going to be set up
Can you imagine if they tried
when they take us all
to
off our
yeah.
drugs.
Please don't take me off my antidepressant.
Please don't take my antidepressants away.
I'll become a puddle. And I will not be able to farm.
Okay, your last question, which is the one I'm pretty sure you're going to kill me about, which is fine. And I love it. And if you want me to make you feel better, I'm happy to answer. So, what do you think was your sexual awakening?
Elijah Wood.
In what?
Lord of the Rings. I was obsessed. Like I have photos of
I
my
can't believe you
scrapbook.
answered it that
Yeah.
quickly.
I
I'm
covered
so happy.
every binder and every notebook with Elijah Wood heads like cut out everywhere and like Elijah Wood in pink with hearts. It was
Shut up.
insane.
Oh
And
my God, I
now I
love
think
that
he's like a
so
little
much.
short, like cutie, but I'm not attracted to him.
You watched Yellow Jackets?
I'm not attracted to him in that. Oh, just as a
Did you watch
hobbit,
Wilfred?
apparently.
Did you watch Wilfred
Yeah.
with him? That was good.
Hmm.
Oh my God. Oh, I was not expecting that. I actually wasn't expecting you to even answer. This is great. 5 for 5.
Yeah. I
Oh
have
my
enough
God.
brain cells functioning.
Well,
Um,
let's see if
yours are so lame compared to those. Let's go. Okay. Would you rather tattoo a random person or let a random person tattoo you?
I'd I would tattoo someone. Yeah, I would do it.
Wow.
Why
I
not?
would let you tattoo me.
Oh,
Um,
thanks. That's a lot of trust.
you're gonna hate me for this. Would you rather get stuck in an elevator with your ex or a girl that annoys you?
Girl, that annoys me. It was the easiest question ever.
Um,
Trucking.
fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses.
Fight?
Fight. Battle with a sword. I just threw that in there.
Why is it when I picture the duck? He's like rubber.
The little rubber duckies. I don't know.
No, it'd be a giant
Oh,
one.
giant, yeah, giant
As a horse.
horse-sized rubber
But it'd be an
ducky.
actual duck. Ducks are ruthless.
Yeah, they chase you.
So I think I'd want to fight. Fight? Is that what you said? I'd have to fight these
Fight
things?
them.
I would fight the baby horsies, the size of ducks. I feel like that I can handle.
Just kick them.
Yeah, pretty much. Or like I'd find a hockey stick or something somewhere and just kind of like
Yeah.
go around.
Oh, I love that mental image. Would you rather go on a blind date with someone who knows everything about you or someone who knows nothing about you?
I get I'm single. I understand. I get it. Like these questions have really helped me remind myself, so thank you for the reassurance.
You're welcome.
So either someone who knows everything about me already or someone who knows nothing.
Because like it might help if they know everything, like everything. What makes you angry? What
What
that
constitutes everything?
like literally everything. Like
Everything.
you're
Like they've Googled me and all that.
well,
Not
like
that
as
much.
if they had been dating you for a long time.
I guess nothing.
Hmm.
I don't know. That doesn't feel good. And the other one doesn't feel good either.
I guess you could educate them and keep whatever you want secret secret. So
Oh, then maybe everything. I'm trying to not do that anymore. Progress.
that's great.
Thanks.
Um, always have to wear socks.
That wasn't the last one.
No, there's one more. I think I did six, but we're doing it. Always have to wear socks with sandals or never be able to wear socks ever again.
Never wear socks again. Ew.
Yeah. Ew.
That's such an ick. Such a turn off.
Socks and
Okay. No.
sandals.
Sorry, I didn't mean to gag.
I didn't even hear that, so
Sorry.
thank God.
And that's our show.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks. Hope you had
Thanks for
fun. That's
listening.
actually how we're signing off today.
Yeah.
But don't forget to like, subscribe, all the thingies. Check us out on Instagram. What's the outro? Stay petty, stay thirsty, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.